Hey guys, today we're gonna draw comparisons between Itachi Uchiha and Minato Namikaze. Now, this is a hypothetical fight, and a lot of people have told me to make more what ifs in on like what if YouTube videos. So this is what I'm making. So anyway, let's start straight from the beginning. Now we'll be taking them from when they started, like actually started some ninja training in the academy. So basically, this was when they learned most of their theory and practiced a bit at becoming a real ninja. So Minato, possibly he obtained the highest scores ever in the academy, which is excellent. Plus, he also must have mastered the practice at the Shuriken Jutsu and the Kunai Jutsu, which is one of the which is included in the academy as a practical guide for the children. He also managed to save Kashina from Three Cloud Jonin as she was kidnapped by them, and he defeated all of them. And which is another great feat, as he was just a Genin at that point in time, and they were ranked and they were high Jonin. So I guess they were it was pretty powerful, pretty brave of him to take them on one and finish them off. So anyway, the now we'll be taking Itachi as in the academy. He graduated out of the academy at 6 years old, and plus on his first day in the academy, when he managed to do the Shuriken Jutsu very well, the teacher was so shocked that he wasn't able to say that forgot to say the next student's name. Anyway, he obtained his Sharingan at age 8, and he also became a Chunin at age 10. And now, mind you, Minato was probably older than age 9 or 10 when he went with his team to go and become a Chunin in the Forest of Death, which means that Itachi was probably more powerful than him. We also have a lot more backstories and feats for Itachi. So I guess Itachi would stomp Minato in this round. He also rivaled Shisui the Body Flicker, Shisui Uchiha, who is said to be the strongest Uchiha of his time. So anyway, let's who since we don't know their lives during the phase where they were where Minato was like Chunin and a further Genin. So let's just continue with when Minato became a Jonin. Now this is Jonin Minato, probably the first Minato we see after that, after he rescued Kushina, which was when he trained Obito, Kakashi, and Rin, and he trained them to become great ninjas. So anyway, he is a master at Fuinjutsu, which is sealing techniques, which is what Orochimaru mentioned when Kakashi tried to seal the curse mark in the Chunin exams. He mentioned that he was trying to be like the fourth Hokage, which probably mentions that hints that the fourth Hokage is extremely strong at it. Now, one of his main jutsus is the flying Raijin jutsu. You may know it as the flying thunder god technique. This is a technique invented by the second Hokage, um, which allows us to teleport into different areas. So all you have to do is just write a simple note on a piece of paper and attach it to special kunai, infuse it with chakra, and that will allow you to teleport. So which is awesome, like since Minato actually discovered this part. What basically Tobirama used to do, he didn't use kunai mainly, so he mainly extended the use of the flying thunder god technique and made jutsus of his own like the Rasengan. So this proves that Minato is very powerful. He was also able to take on A and B at the same time. A the fourth Raikage and B the Eight Tails Jinchuriki. Now since they are both extremely powerful, and he was even able to like penetrate A's lightning shield with his wind kunai. Now, Itachi, between the ages of 10 and 13, was able to achieve a lot. He joined the Anbu and became an Anbu captain at the age of 13. Now, it's probably clear that Hiruzen and Danzo must have hidden his age early because he was an asset to the village. So they must have hidden his real age. He was probably 12 or 11, I guess, by that time. He managed to massacre the entire Uchiha clan, as they something Shisui was not able to do since Danzo killed him, and he obtained his Mankegyo Sharingan when Shisui died, and before and and again before the Uchiha were able to infiltrate and destroy the village, he managed to kill them, which also proves that he's or like he was the hero of the series. He was one of the main heroes of the series. Now we'll be comparing, at least before nominated, before Minato was nominated to be Hokage, with this guy, Itachi, when he joined the Akatsuki. Now, now I'm probably gonna say, yeah, Minato. Again, he managed to defeat A and B, and while people say that B had his sword to Minato, I still feel that Minato really suppressed himself against A and B in his fight against A and B. He also created a new jutsu called the Rasengan, which is a wind technique which is able to manipulate the wind technique, and basically creates a chakra ball, and he even used that to nail Obito in their final fight before he released the nine-tailed fox from Obito's control. Now, this also proves that he is a master strategist like Itachi. Both he and Itachi are born geniuses, and I would place them first when it comes to natural intelligence and talent, and not obtained intelligence like Sage of Six Paths Chakra or something like that. So, he also managed to like strategize a lot, which is why I feel that while fighting Itachi, he could be zooming around all the place, as speed is his key factor. He could use his speed and strategize how Itachi is making his moves, which is helpful. So, and as I said, Flying Thunder God technique, so which is why his speed is so powerful. And if you compare the fourth Hokage's time, like as Hokage, when he became Hokage, that makes he's even more powerful, as he invented the Reaper Death Seal, which made him seal half of the Ninetales Yang chakra inside him, and was even able to stay alive and seal the Yin part in Naruto, which also mentioned that he was really able to suppress that before he died. To he was able to handle that and seal the rest in Naruto, which really proves his skill. He's also a master in ninjutsu, but he doesn't really even have to bother to deal with that, because he's like got like the whole package. Like he's got everything in his arsenal that would be easy. Like he's got the brains for it, and he's got the speed. Now these are two factors that are key in Naruto. Even if you got strength, which is one main thing that you see in a character in Sakura, as as when you see Sakura, she's very strong, but she's not that fast, which doesn't make her effective. But in the Naruto verse, even if you strike hard, speed is key. So anyway, Itachi. Now Itachi was crazy strong in his days of the Akatsuki. He managed to join the Akatsuki when he was 13, which is probably like we don't even like like people our age, we can't do anything by ourselves, and he's able to join an Akatsuki. Now he infiltrated the Akatsuki and spied on them. He basically acted like a double agent. And if you've seen Harry Potter, then he's probably like Snape, because he's a double agent for Konoha. He protects protects Konoha secretly by hiding all his main plans, and infiltrated the Akatsuki as a spy to not allow them to enter Konoha. So that makes him very powerful. Now, as I said, his Mankegyo Sharingan is amazing. He was able to take on um, a really powerful Sakura, a really powerful Naruto, since both of them had developed a lot over the 2 years. Um, and Kakashi with his Mankegyo Sharingan, with his new Sharingan, and Granichio, all of these guys together were not able to defeat him. He only used 30% of his chakra, which makes him really, really powerful. Now, he's really good at genjutsu. He must be good at taijutsu, but he's like he's good at ninjutsu too. But his main thing is genjutsu because of his infinite Tsukuyomi. And as you saw, the Kurunai, she's probably one of the best at genjutsu, if not the best at genjutsu in the entire village. But even though she tried to put him in a genjutsu, he managed to break out of it and said and mentioned like one of the most famous lines in Naruto: Genjutsu of that level does not work on me, which really says something about his prowess with genjutsu. So, and as I said, he's a master strategist and he has the second highest levels in the academy, as I said. So, that also helps him strategize. Now, our next and last comparison will be between Edo Itachi and Edo Nagato. Now, see, if you take Edo Itachi, you will probably see that his he comes back when you come back with the Edo Tensei, he doesn't have any he doesn't have any, you could say, illness or sickness. As before dying, actually, let me mention this point. Before dying, everybody felt that Itachi was able to die quite easily even before Sasuke got any of his powers. No, that's not the case. As Itachi, number one, was suppressing against his brother. Number two, he was able to actually be. He was really sick. Like he was practically, even if he wouldn't fight that fight, he was on his deathbed. He also suffered blindness. He was also near blindness due to overuse of his Mangekyo Sharingan, and even then he was able to like terrify Sasuke before dying. So I just feel that that makes him too powerful. Like he can't be underestimated on this list. Anyway, now back to Edo Tachi. He has no sickness, no blindness, nothing like that. He has a Susanoo Yada mirror. He was able to break free of the reanimation jutsu or Edo Tensei, and was able to use Izunagi against Kabuto with Orochimaru's DNA. Kabuto was really powerful at that point, and for an Edo Itachi to break out of that spell was like amazing. So, anyway, Edo Itachi is extremely strong as he doesn't have any of his other problems. As one thing about Itachi, he has low chakra reserves. He has pretty low chakra reserves, unlike his partner Kisame Hoshigaki. His chakra reserves are low, so he in this state he has unlimited chakra and cannot be striked very well. But as you can see, Kabuto strikes him many times, which renders him a little weak, as a normal Itachi would not be able to handle those blows. Now, the next one now is Minato, reanimated Minato. Now, I probably feel that he and Itachi would be sort of on par, because if you see Minato, he was not striked a lot of times in any of the battles, in much of the battles, except when he saw Jubito. He wasn't struck many a times, and he was also able to like uh, transform and take a fully transformed Biju bomb and transport it hundreds of miles away, which again proves his worth with speed, which makes him like actually say that you can be a legend even with speed, even though his striking capability is good. See, as I mentioned earlier, speed is the most important factor in taijutsu, even more than striking. So that's another thing. Now, They are probably on par with this Itachi and Minato, but I feel if Minato came on Sage mode, he probably would be able to defeat Itachi, probably, as he was able to fight against Jubito, as I mentioned again with Tobirama, Hashirama, and Hiruzen along with Naruto and Sasuke. Um, Now, as I said earlier, he also is like really good at the KCM, since he is practically a Jinchuriki if he comes back with the 19th chakra. So if he transforms into KCM, I guess Itachi would be dead. He would destroy Itachi, and Itachi would be like I guess he would seal Itachi back. So anyway, so thanks for watching, guys. So now the answer is, I guess Itachi would storm Minato in when if they were kids. Not exactly storm, but no, but would practically win against Minato by a fair margin if they were small. Since we don't have that many feats for Minato. Now, when they are Jonin, I guess Minato wins. When Hokage Minato versus this Itachi, I guess Minato wins. And Edo Tensei, Minato wins. So I guess Minato wins in mostly all of these. So thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel below. Thank you. Bye, guys.